Our floating home during filming at Aldabra will be the offshore supply vessel Ocean Zephyr, specially adapted for the trip.
The real urgency around it is, we've got a short window of opportunity to try and shift the dial. The scientists are saying, look, we need 30% of the ocean protected by 2030, and we have an opportunity to do it now before we hit too many more points of no return, where the demise of the ocean could mean our demise.
The Ocean Zephyr left Bremerhaven in Germany on the 31st of January, travelling through the Mediterranean Sea before going through the Suez Canal and the Red Sea, past the coasts of Yemen and Somalia. Two countries engulfed in conflict and where lawlessness and piracy prevail. And soon it will reach the remote island of Aldabra in the Seychelles. From there, submarines on board will attempt to dive to a depth of 300 metres, the equivalent of the Eiffel Tower. The proximity to lawless Somalia presents a problem of piracy that we pray we don't encounter. It is one reason we will have a security team on board with us.
There are concerns of piracy. We've got to work with the crew and with everybody on board, because we've also got operations going on underwater. So if something, if something happens during an operation underwater, then we have to work on the correct reaction and a measured response for this.
We're just about to conduct the weapons transfer from the weapons platform. That's the rib coming in now. The team kit equipment's coming in around 5 boxes.
The guns and ammunition we hope are never used are delivered to the Ocean Zephyr in plenty of time for the mission.
So the 2 weapon systems.
Piracy is much reduced in the Indian Ocean, but the Aldabra atoll has been attacked before. Far better to be prepared.
We've got a few small boats off our port side. Not really interested in us at the moment, they're just fishing. It would be a concern if we see one of the boats break off and come towards us at speed.
But this is a trip about science rather than security. It is about seeking evidence of what a changing climate is doing to our underwater world. It all presents a challenge to politicians that some are rising to, but many are not.
The United States will withdraw from the Paris Climate Accord.
For instance, America's withdrawal from the Paris Climate Change Accord has caused consternation among environmentalists. The Commonwealth, though, is trying to do its bit with the Blue Charter campaign.
How can we make our response to the challenge that we now understand with our ocean dying potentially, how do we make that difference? And so we created the Charter, which pulls together all the global commitments that we have made as an international community into one place and basically says, so now what are we going to do about it?
Donald Trump makes a habit of tweeting his skepticism about man-made climate change, and a strong, legally binding international agreement to protect the oceans is proving difficult to put in place. But scientists and many diplomats believe time is running out.
We have to respond, and we have to respond now. So our Commonwealth family have no choice. Some of our members are going to die if we don't do the right thing now.
We are not inhabitants of these pristine waters, but we are in many ways the custodians. And in that, we may be failing. It is why this mission and the groundbreaking coverage of it is so important.
We have a motto in Seychelles which goes like this: our children, our treasures. So if we do not look after the resources that they will have to enjoy when we are gone, then who are we? How do we look at them in the face? Or how do they see our memories?
Our children, our treasures. Who knows what treasure of life lies below? It is the goal of scientists to find out, and the mission to bring it all to you is about to begin.